Zydeco Soul Sunday with your boy Walter D in the house.
AV, we are excited today, Walter, as we give you the best blend of Zydeco and Southern Soul music to have our very first guest on the show.
Yeah.
And she coming in with a lot of style today.
Hey.
Guess who we got in the house,
Talk to
y'all?
me.
We got my girl Shae Nycole. Now, Shae Nycole, what brings you to H-Town?
You.
Ooh.
Once again, Shae Nycole, what brings you to H-Town?
You, Walter D.
Okay, well, that makes me feel want to say,
I was you're supposed to put your quiet storm voice on those. You do it.
the KG choir
You
song.
know I know.
Yeah, you never had no say. Well, welcome to Zydeco Soul Sunday, and we got a lot of great things we want to talk about with you as we continue to just inspire everybody for this next hour, and we appreciate you, Walter. I know you got a deep history.
Man, let me tell you, Shae, I didn't know because I did some research, and I didn't know that you were doing R&B before you was doing Zydeco Soul. So how did that happen?
I've been doing R&B music for a while, some years now. My first single was a song called Ready.
Okay.
We charted at the top of the urban AC charts.
Mm-hmm.
I took a step back after my father passed away a few years ago. And then when I came back around, I just decided to just keep doing music and then I'll dig deeper into my culture, and here we are.
But before the music, was you doing like, what you was doing before music? Because I saw one point like you was selling
Real estate.
horse
you got
feed
big
or
money.
something.
You said real estate?
Horse
Yeah,
feed.
we're in Texas, so I just wanted to get the trail riders happy. No, she wasn't selling horse feed.
Oh, okay.
You were selling real estate, right?
Yes, so how real estate came along was when I first started going into the studios. I moved to Nashville, Tennessee.
Mm-hmm.
I moved from Lake Charles, Louisiana to pursue my music career in Nashville. And as a woman, back in the day, they would say, and they still say it now, you're either going to give up one thing or the other thing.
Uh-oh.
I wasn't doing the other thing.
Mm-hmm.
I used to go to the studios and get very disappointed because I would sit there and nothing was happening because I didn't have money.
Okay.
So I bought my first home and I got, I was very just motivated by doing it on my own.
Right.
So I went into real estate. I became the #1 real estate agent in the region. And I
Okay.
saved my money and I went back to the producers, back to the studio. I have my own label called Muse Music Group,
Right.
own my music. And when I go back, every home sold is another record from Shae Nycole.
Wow.
So
Oh,
every
wow.
time I sell a house, I started putting out more music. And my clients knew it. So that's how I was funding my music career through real estate.
So how do you go from R&B to Southern Soul?
Now, Cupid was always encouraging me. Cupid was that guy that was always, Shae, you need to come back home. You need to dig deep into the culture and do it. And I fought against him for a while.
Okay.
And so 2 years ago, before we did Do Right, I prayed about it. Met a huge producer that I've been wanting to work with for years named Shannon Sanders. His grandfather was actually from Lake Charles, Louisiana. We sat down in the studio to do some drops for Kenny Smooth Morning Show in Nashville. And I showed him the culture. I showed him where I was from. And that day we had 3 records. We just started writing records. And that's how it kind of started. We just kept pushing and we got the Southern Soul, R&B, country soul kind of mixed all together.
Yeah, that was one of the things that got me when you said, I go to Nashville. You know, we hear people say, well, I'm going to LA or New York to record. But when you say Nashville, we're thinking country music.
Yeah.
So
It's Music City.
Yeah,
It's called
so-
Music City, yeah.
yeah, and so it's like, okay, this is a different route you're taking, but you got a plan, which I love. And I realize that it's also birthed out of, you mentioned to us about your church background. And so talk about how vital that was, especially with pursuing music, because when you get there, you say, we're not recording anything. You give up and say, let's go back home. But you come up with a whole nother plan.
It's crazy because I moved to Nashville to be a gospel singer.
Wow.
I wanted to be a gospel singer. I always said I wanted to be on the Bobby Jones show.
Wow.
CeCe Winans was my favorite.
Wow.
Nicole C. Mullen. You are so
Now,
silly.
you going back with these names
That's
for real.
what
yeah.
I wanted. That was my motivation. John P. Key, Dottie Peoples, the Mississippi Mass Choir, the Children's Choir. I used to sing big. I used to sing His Eyes on the Sparrow. I used to sing all these big records when I was a little kid. So there was a producer in Lake Charles, Louisiana named Sidney Raynard who took me to Nashville for the Dove Awards. And when I saw them big lights from Lake Charles to Nashville, and I saw the big city, Nashville's a big city, and I wanted to move there. I met a producer there. I moved there to go record a gospel album.
Wow.
But when I got there, it was a time when Yolanda Adams was out, Kiki Sheard was out.
Right.
I'm talking about some big singers. And here I am, a young woman moving to Nashville to go get a gospel record. And there was 2 producers, and one of them told me, you cannot compete with Kiki Sheard. And I'm looking at him like, I just want to sing
Yes, I've
God's
seen it.
music. What are you
Right,
talking about?
okay.
So it broke me. Like, it really, really hurt my heart for them to tell me that I could not sing gospel music because I didn't have the runs like the Clark sisters and the runs like Yolanda Adams. So they really started pushing me to sing R&B. That's how R&B started for me.
Wow.
And and that's why I honestly feel in my heart why it didn't really go the way it needed to go, because that's not the direction I was really supposed to go. So for years, I got a lot of R&B songs, great records people really love. Went on tour with Tank, Genuine, Plies. I mean, I was out there singing my R&B music, but it didn't really happen.
Okay.
So when you ask me the question about why I started doing this, I had to let go and I had to let God lead to see what happened. And with the new records, everything is organic. Everything you see me do, God is just leading the way, and it's happening now because now I feel like going back to my roots, I can sing big now. You hear me singing, do right?
Right.
I'm hitting the notes I want. I'm singing how I want. Nobody's dictating to me on how I'm going to sing. And now freely I'm in a genre that I can be myself and no one is telling me how to do it.
So what was your first Southern Soul song?
Do right.
All right, Do Right. Wow.
I like the title. Do right.
Do Right.
Yeah.
So what inspired you to do the song Do Right?
Do Right was just one of the records that we came up with at first. And when I sent it to some of my friends in Shreveport, some program directors, they were like, great concept, song was cool, but I'm classically trained, still singing R&B-ish, and that was taking that gospel out of me. So I was still singing that way. But then it hit home, Walter D.
But see, that to me, that wasn't a song that, you just made up some lyrics. You had to experience that.
I'm telling you, that's why I say hit. The lyrics was there, right?
Okay.
We was creating this one for the ladies. We was creating it for the ladies, right? This was for me and the ladies. But it wasn't from my soul, because I didn't experience that pain when we wrote it.
Man, if y'all could see her face, she act like she talking to the person who she wrote the song for.
Okay. I'm telling you.
It's like she's
look,
telling somebody to do right,
telling you,
like right
baby,
now.
I got some DMs coming to my phone one night, heart get to beating. You know what I'm saying? When you see some stuff you don't want to see, I was very disappointed with what I did see, and I experienced it. I experienced my own lyrics. I experienced my own lyrics, and I actually called my producer, because when you hear somebody say she sing too pretty, she ain't have enough soul for that record, and when it hurt me the way that the situation came from life through Do Right, I called my producer, I called Shannon, I say, Shannon, where you at? Shannon's like, what's up, Shae? He ain't never seen me like that before.
Right, okay.
Shannon say, boy, I like this Shae, because I sung my behind off in there. I say, Shannon, I gotta get something off my chest. Oh, he ain't gonna do right. Boy, I was pissed, Walter. So that's how it really came to light, because I was mad.
So y'all just kept that in the recording.
Well, he just put the mic on. He let me sing whatever I want. He saved everything.
I love that.
He saved it all. And he was the first producer to let me hit the whistle tone. All the other producers, when I was singing big like that, I was singing R&B, so they wanted the vibe. They wanted to bring it down. So when I hit that high note, he said that he kept you can have to keep doing the Shae.
What was the high note? Let me hear.
You want me to do that right now?
Let me do it right
With
now.
I gotta step back.
You saw her step, ladies and gentlemen. She stepped back from the microphone like she about to run to the mic. Yeah.
Yeah, because that's a high note. He's trying to give me crack windows and stuff.
Take your time. Run as far back as you gotta go. And come on up.
Which you want? You want the ain't going nowhere one? Wait, Do Right.
Oh, she got special high notes.
Y'all tell me who did it better.
Ladies and gentlemen, Zydeco Soul Sunday. Shae Nycole is our special guest on Majic 102.1. I thought the boy was choking himself over there.
Lobster, you a fool.
We got to ask you about this. I know we got great new music as well. When we talk about Run It Up, let's do that. Take us into this, because I hope you weren't trying to run your car up his driveway.
No. Warming up. Run It Up was real estate and music combined.
Okay.
Flip the bag, I'm about to live it up. So every time I sold a house, I saved the money to put it into music.
Yeah.
So it was me investing back into myself.
Okay.
So I had to learn to put myself first. Can't live for no one else. I'm about to run it up. So that's what Run It Up was about. And I loved it because it's got Chopper on the record. We flew to New Orleans and we got the dancers and we did the music video out there. And that was a really cool experience. I think that song really hasn't been recognized yet, but it's in my shows. I love it. And when when I put it in my shows, the energy is really, really high because I'm doing the Shae walk and all kind of stuff. So it's really cool. I love Run It Up.
We were talking about too as well about the dance crave, the movement that is happening all across the nation. Everybody's line dancing. We see it on TikTok. They'll take it and make a movement out of it. And I know sometimes people get a little weary and tired. They say that, but at the end of the day, they still gonna dance to everything you're doing. How are you, and what's your perspective on that? How music, especially with Southern Soul, even with Zydeco, that has taken over on the TikTok level, because we're seeing what is happening across the country with 803, with Cupid and others.
I'm a vocalist. Okay. I'm a singer, songwriter, even an actress. So when Do Right hit and then the song went viral with the dance, I love to just sing, but if that's what the people want, they love to see the dance because people are dancing now. So I had a moment when I got sick of hitting the do right too.
Oh, wow.
So you'll see people saying like, they got sick of people. Oh, I'm sick of Boots on the Ground. I'm sick of this song, but people love it. People love to see people dance. So you would always see me on TikTok hitting that do right. I'll be hitting that do right. Yeah. So I mean, I embraced the culture. I embraced the fact that the people wanted to dance. And when you put a great record out and the line dancers hit it, create a dance to it, I go dance with them.
So let's do this. So let's get off into your first single, and the name of that is
Do Right.
Do Right.
Said he ain't gonna do it.